In this trip, Chris Ginther and I descend upon Eastern, but after landing at Ottawa, we needed to make a stop at Mountain Equipment Co-op because Chris basically forgot everything. We got a chance to get to Dejoachim, Mountain Chute, Barrett Chute, and Calabogie. If you've ever wondered how to pronounce the name of this station, you're not alone. Whether it's Dejoachim, DeSwisha, or Swisha, you're pretty well safe.
Where are we and what are you doing?
We're Swisha G3 unit in the turbine pit.
Yeah.
We're repairing a defective cooling coil.
Okay.
It's a 3-day job to lift the bearing, fix the cooling coil, put it back down, but the cooling coil fix is about 10 minutes. Tighty righty, lefty loosey.
Lefty loosey. So if you can just fix this cooling coil, then our job here is done.
Give me 10 or 15 minutes,
Okay.
and we'll be back online.
Let's have at it.
With concrete at about 70 years old, one of the main tasks going on at the station is rehabilitation of the tail race deck and the headworks. When I turned around, I didn't know what to think of this. Either he's worshipping hydro, or he's trying to figure out where is all that water coming from.
That 4 inches of that deck's coming off.
So how from here to there is how far?
Oh, wow.
That's about that long.
15, let's say 15, 40 blocks, gotta be 600 feet.
Okay.
So there's 4 inches there, there's 6 inches coming off the deck here for the headworks portion.
Yep.
Then you have the north gravity dam down at the very end. We're gonna take another 4 inches off that.
And you said the abutments have to be.
All the abutments have to be done.
So that little groove cutout that you can see in the abutment. So that's the water line and the ice.
Yeah.
The next job I got to see was reactance testing on G8, where they test the condition of each of the 68 field poles by applying a current to the pole and then measuring the voltage and watts. To do this job, you need to squeeze yourself on top of the rotor over to the first pole and then make your way around.
These are rotor leads, so they come right off your field breaker. So we start generating, start spinning the unit up, and it starts creating its own voltage at 13 amp. And tap off there with your excitation.
So that determines where number one is?
Yeah, 1's right here and 68 is right there.
Okay. All right, Brian, power on, please. He's putting a current out onto the leads and then put some measurements out there. So that's how he knows that we weren't on there.
So he knows
he wasn't getting a measurement.
Either on either end, or you're not making a circuit.
Yeah, we weren't making a good enough connection, so he knew because he wasn't getting any current.
If you actually had a field pole issue while the unit was operating, would you not pick that up somehow?
If one shorted out, you wouldn't be able to pick that up.
Okay.
And that's usually
So this test is what would pick up that.
So you could probably lose 5 or 6 or 10, you probably wouldn't notice the difference. 15.6. Power off.
So what do you want to see when you're collecting the...
We're going to always apply 10 amps, and then we're going to measure voltage at watts.
Okay, so you'll know if there's an issue.
Yeah, we
if
have.
there's a big issue, you'd pick it up? You could see it right away?
Yeah.
Cool. So far so good?
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, I can get one this way too. Yeah. Give me a look like, what is this? Where did I find this? Yeah.
The cables go down through the center of the shaft.
Right.
And then you see those...
I saw the first field pole.
The first field pole, and you see those 2 copper bars?
Yes.
That are all insulated?
Yes.
Well, that's where this power goes down through here, out to all those field poles.
On the
And
road.
they're in a series loop.
Right.
And that's what makes the magnetic field. And the magnetic field spins, and then all your windings are on the outside.
Next, we're off to Mountain Chute, pronounced Mountain Chute, on the upper Madawaska. G2 had been forced out due to a stator fault, which turned out to be a cable in one of the main output phases, and the staff are there to fix it.
You can actually hear at 7,000 volts built up on our megger, we actually, you can hear the popping in the dressing.
So I told you knew you had an issue in that phase. So we know it's this phase.
That's correct.
And we know which cable, or we're still trying to figure that out?
We don't know which cable because
that's the next step.
We have to keep, that's
you
correct.
You have to do both sides, and you got to get access to both sides.
That's right.
So the whole point of the expanding the perimeter is to be able to get access to the other side of that cable, and you can then individually check which cables. And then the point at the end of it is you'll isolate, or you'll disconnect that one faulty cable,
Yes.
and then we'll derate the unit, put it back in with
That's
one
how-
less cable.
That's how it sounds. We're going right now for because of freshet.
Because of time. We need to
That's
get the
right.
unit back in
That's
time
right.
for freshet.
That's right.
Is there a pool amongst the electrical crew to guess which cable it is?
That'd be a good.
You're taking the black one?
And now we're at Barrett Chute, where G1's out for a bearing cooling coil repair.
All right. So where's the? Do you know where the leak is?
Well, that's what we're doing now. So we're just making up these blanks, plug one end, and then we'll put air in the other end, and we'll find the leak. Our guess is at this ugly old solder joint here, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah. We want to have the unit back in time for freshet. That's the objective here.
Yeah.
So if you find the leak, then you just cut a piece out, how do you?
Well, it depends where it is. If it's in the pipe, we can cut a piece out and probably put a crimp fitting on with our crimper.
Yeah.
Each side of it and be done. But if it's in this here, like it's got to be cleaned up and
It might take a bit longer.
soldered up, or I don't know what. That's pretty
Yeah.
done on the spot back in the day.
Yeah, not the cleanest job you've ever seen, eh? Calabogie, 100 years old in 2017.
Hey Chris, have you seen this stuff? Some of this stuff's older than Martelli.
Says he who's older.
Yep, you got a bird problem.
So just as we take a look at the Calabogie headworks and sluiceway, I want to thank John Gregg and the Deja Shim team and Randy Pitts and the Barrett Chute team for an excellent couple of days. And isn't that a nice new jacket that Chris has got?